Well, what better way to build a strong community than to build a strong city? And the city of Rancho Cucamonga is doing just that with their plans to bring more diversity and business, which in turn will grow a better economy for the area.
What better way to build a strong community than to build a strong city? And the city of Rancho Cucamonga is doing just that with their plans to bring more diversity and business, which in turn will grow a better economy for the area.
City of Rancho Cucamonga is one of the best planned cities in the Inland Empire. It has been since its inception. And one of the things that has developed there has been a very diverse housing stock. You've got some moderate neighborhoods, you have some middle-income neighborhoods, and you have some expensive neighborhoods. And that has drawn a labor force to the city, which really allows people to do practically any level of the type of work that comes about. Very, very important at the moment is the higher-end piece of the puzzle. And the reason for that is that the Inland Empire has a lot of blue-collar jobs, it has a lot of population-serving jobs, but it does not have a really strong high end to its economy, where you have doctors, lawyers, accountants, engineers, scientific companies, that sort of thing. You can only do it if you have a labor force that can do those types of jobs. And Rancho is one of the few cities in the Inland Empire which has developed a strong base for that piece of their economy.
Meetings and plans are in place to achieve more diverse housing options that attract not only families, but young professionals, which will inevitably bring in business and perpetuate a stronger economy.
Rancho is one of the places where that started in the Inland Empire, and it's a place where that undoubtedly will be able to continue, because that millennials and Gen Ys are very, very important going forward in the economy. And that seems to be what's drawing them in terms of where they'd like to live.
And what does this demographic really want? Economy expert John Husing says condos or housing communities with amenities like offices on the premise, marble counters, gyms, and higher-end living spaces. Basically, features that will replicate a downtown urban living style with the benefits of living in a scenic place like Rancho.
The city, I think, already has that base. What they want to do is keep growing it, but a key part of that has to be having a labor force that can do the kind of high-end work that you can draw into the office market. And also, in addition to that, to have a good relationship between city operations and planning and the school systems, because you've got to turn out whether it's Cal State San Bernardino, the Claremont colleges nearby, the Chaffey College within the city, or the K through 12 system, you've got to be generating a labor force that companies will want to be near, both where their employees are going to want to live, but also so they can feed off that for their labor force.
The employment opportunities in Rancho Cucamonga are excellent at this time, and as such, we need a diverse housing base that contains an assortment of houses and a variety of models, not only for the first-time buyer, but as an employee of an industrial building in Rancho Cucamonga grows within the business or changes jobs. They want to be able to adjust their living by being able to purchase a different house in a different price level.
The progression of attracting a more diverse workforce has been going on since the inception and initial planning of the city of Rancho. The key to achieving it? Simple. Besides better housing options, a strong transportation system that Rancho has already accomplished with their local and Amtrak lines, and which allows residents to commute to places like LA or Orange County, and support from the community.
If you don't have a buy-in from the people who live someplace, you can't direct it out of City Hall and say, make it happen. It has to very much come out of a community that wants to see itself go in a particular direction. So the city council, the staff can attempt to be the leadership of it, but ultimately, if they're doing a good job of it, you will then have the involvement of the constituents in terms of making it happen. That combination is what leads to communities that are successful.
Bringing you the best of Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Conchetta DeLuca with RC Spotlight.